You may be familiar with the boomerang effect on Instagram, where instead of a video just looping normally, it will first play normally, then in reverse, and so on and so forth. Well, the same thing is possible on Snapchat as well, with what they call a bounce. So how exactly do you do it? Well, let's go over it in this very video. Simply just hold down on the capture button on the main Snapchat app, and they will record a video. Then lift your finger once you're done, and you'll see a playback of the recorded video. On the right hand side, you'll see a bunch of features, and at the very bottom you see this little repeat icon, basically just an arrow going into itself. If you don't see it, you may have to scroll down on those functions until you get to the very bottom. Tapping on that icon will change how exactly the video clip behaves. You have three main options: either the video constantly loops, it's played only once, or it repeats in a bounce, so it plays normally, then reverse, then normally again, etc, etc. So using that, you can set your video to play with that bounce feature. Now unfortunately, it is not possible to do that on Android. For whatever reason, it is exclusive to the iPhone version of the app. The button is still there, however you can only choose between having constantly looping or only played once. There is no bounce option there for some reason. So your options for making a bounce in Snapchat on Android are very limited. You can either do a boomerang on Instagram and then import it into Snapchat, or you can use some video editing app like for example Adobe Rush. However, those are all kind of a lot of work and probably not worth it for that kind of effect. Though there is one final thing you can do with just your built-in video editor that comes with your phone's operating system. Now the steps for this will be slightly different depending on what exact version of Android you have, be it from Samsung, Google, etc. But here's how you can do it by turning the video into a GIF. Once you have your video, go into your Gallery app and then tap on the three dots in the top right. And then you'll see a Create GIF button, so just tap on that. There you'll see the video that you just did as a GIF. At the bottom you see some options, including playback speed, as well as which way the video plays. So you can either just have it play regularly, when the arrow is pointing right, have the video played in reverse, when it's pointing left, or performing a boomerang / bounce when you have two arrows like this. So once you have said that, you can just tap on save, and it is going to save it as a GIF rather than a video, and then from there you can just send it from Snapchat. So it is kind of a lot of work, and here's hoping that one day it will become a regular feature available on Android. But hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, maybe subscribe to How to Authority from like this in the future.